Roger, Michael.
Nothing.
Oh, I wish I could play Sam's all the way aboard, man.
Want to see the cat? And it's very good. Super speed. Okay, let's go see the cat. Madeline, you want to come with us? You want to go see the cat? I know.
There weren't a lot of these around during this time period, but I've got one. Take care! Left wheel! Mark! Front! Left wheel! Mark! Front! Rank up! Now they're going to go for rank up, take up. John. Rank off! That way if we're marching and we come to a narrow spot, we can just speak to mine.
I'm not serious. I'm not serious. All ages of them.
They would go, they would take a court, like a part of the court. And they actually had really short hairs.
Now they can. That's why. That's just everything. I can see that.
Co może być ciekawego? Absolutely. Want a picture with you? I know you do. I just said
Thank you.
I am not waiting.
Yeah, you were walking away. Wow. I'll send it to you. I'll send
That's where the Hendon were.
Like I used to, my neighbor in my now that he's down in Gettysburg.
We got some matches.
As you are well aware, Mother Nature
boats in the Delaware River to the Pennsylvania side in order to deprive the British of the use of them. He specifically ordered his soldiers to commandeer the Durhams, large, stable cargo boats that transported iron ore downriver to Philadelphia. The boats you would have seen in the river today are historically accurate reproductions of the Durhams used by Washington, and in their boat barn behind us, and you can have a look. By the time Washington's retreating army escaped across the Delaware into Bucks County, they had slowed to only half a day's march ahead of the pursuing British forces, commanded by General Charles Miles.
Feels like you're there.
You can take a picture in front of us.
Okay, quickly. Oh, you're guarding? Yeah. Okay, guys, get a picture in front of them.
George Washington, that his sailors could handle.
Move the guns around for them.
Washington ordered General John Cadwalader to cross at Bristol with the Associated Brigade and Continental Marines to create a diversion at Mount Holly and block Hessian forces from reinforcing Rahl at Trenton. General James Ewing was to cross the Trenton Ferry and secure the bridge over the National Creek to prevent the Hessians escaping to the south. Washington chose to cross with the main body of the army here under General Nathaniel Greene at the troops began arriving at the riverbank late on the afternoon of December 25th, and almost immediately they fell behind schedule as a nor'easter blew in and slowed progress. There were approximately 25 boats available, including 18 Durhams, as well as the ferries owned by McConkey and Johnson on opposite sides of this river. The horses, cannon, and supplies would go on the ferries. The soldiers would go on the boats. The crossing did not begin until after 6 p.m. Unbeknownst to Washington until the following morning, Generals Ewing, Cadwalader, and the Continental Marines never made it across the river due to the harsh weather conditions. General Washington and the 2,400 troops in the main body would be the only attacking force. Colonel Rahl in Trenton had been warned in the days leading up to Christmas that Washington was planning some sort of assault, and he subsequently mistook an American reconnaissance patrol spotted in that area as the attack. That Christmas night, as the storm raged outside, an urgent message arrived at Rahl's headquarters saying that Washington's army was crossing the river. Rahl, not wishing to disturb his staff and soldiers on Christmas, shoved the note in his pocket without reading it. He had already canceled his usual dawn patrol as a Christmas gift to his men on account of the miserable conditions. Rahl's fateful misreading of the situation had enabled Washington to maintain the element of surprise, even though he and his exhausted army were hours behind schedule. The Americans attacked just after 8 a.m. The battle lasted less than 45 minutes of street to street and house to house fighting. The surprised Hessians crumbled as they watched Rahl fall mortally wounded, attempting to rally his men into formation. Washington's army captured 900 prisoners and inflicted 76, and the 4th of January, 1777, a space of 10 days, were the most brilliant of any recorded in the annals of military achievements, and would forever become known as the 10 crucial days which saved the American Revolution. 5 years later, at a dinner party following the British surrender ceremony at Yorktown, Virginia, in 1781, Washington and Cornwallis met for the first time. Acknowledging his defeat, Cornwallis declared that the outcome of the revolution was decided on the night Washington crossed the Delaware River. Now, let your imagination travel back in time to that bitter winter day of 1776. Try to imagine what it was like to be a soldier or Marine or associator, waiting to board a Durham boat in the sleet and the snow. Imagine the sounds as the wind howled, your stomach grumbled, and the oars broke through the ice. Picture the bloody footprints left by frostbitten feet in the snow as the men marched down the dark roads toward Trenton. Consider the character it took to volunteer to serve and the courage it took to press the attack against the greatest of odds that Christmas night. Thank you for attending the 72nd reenactment of Washington's Crossing. May God bless you all, and may God bless America. This will defend.
Colonel Ham, has the advanced party detached and has crossed the river? Colonel, the advance guard is across. Very good. Bring them into order. Galleon, rest your cross. Warrior, cross. Cross. Attention to orders. General Stevens' brigade to form the advance party and to have with them a detachment of artillery without cannon, furnished with the spikes and hammers to spike up the enemy's cannon in case of necessity, or to bring them off, if that can be effective. This party to be furnished with drag ropes for the purpose of dragging off those cannon. General Stevens is to attack and force the enemy guards and seize such posts as may prevent their main body from forming in the streets. And in case they are annoyed from the houses, they are to set fire on them. The brigades of Generals Mercer and Lord Sterling, under the command of Major General Green, to support General Stevens. This is the 2nd Division, or left wing, of the Army, and to march by way of Pennytown Road. Also their respective regiments in the brigade, and the Major Generals will inform them of the post of their brigades in the line. 4 pieces of cannon to march at the head of each column. 3 pieces at the head of the 2nd Brigade of each division, and 2 pieces with each of the reserves. The troops to be assembled a mile back of McConkey's Ferry. General DeFormoy Brigade will march in the rear of the 2nd Division, will file off from the Pennytown to Princeton Town Road in such a direction that he can, with the greatest ease and safety, secure the passage between Princeton and Trenton. He will take 2 pieces of cannon. A profound silence to be observed, and no man to quit his ranks on pain of death. The heads of the column to be appointed to arrive at Trenton at 5 o'clock. The officers to have a white paper in their hats to be distinguished by. Captain Washington and Captain Flarahan with a party of 40 men each to march before the division and post themselves on the road about 3 miles from town. and made prisoners of all going in or coming from town.
Wilkinson, what are you doing here?
Directions. I've been asked by General Gates to give you this letter.
Gates, where's Gates?
Gates is in Delaware.
Eyes, yeah! Fox! Colonel Hand, accompany me, please, with my inspection.
Of course, sir.
The men prepared themselves?
Yes, Your Excellency. They've been fed and had 3-day rations. All the men have full boxes. They're prepared. Their customers are clean, bright, as ready as they're ever going to be. Those are
Muskets ready to fire. Fine, Colonel.
You're as ready as they're ever going to be. Now or never.
Are you thrilled?
Of course. Here you are.
Artillery ready to be moved?
You have to take note of my command. Make sure that there's enough supplies so we can bring them back.
We're bringing them back to order.
Yes, sir.
Down! Fire! Box! Rescue! Box! Fire! Box! Rest!
Officers, post on His Excellency.
Lumber. Please report the river conditions.
Challenging at best, Your Excellency. There is choke. Hard is a challenge. If you're determined to carry this army across, my men will do it.
Well, then we're going to get across your men took the well.
And on my Marblehead. All very long time.
Gentlemen, we plan on doing this. This is our one chance. One chance only. Without this, we're finished. But with our reinforcements coming from the south, I think we'll be able to make this work. Once we get across, swiftly, quickly, huddle. Our head towards victory to death. Obviously, no hand in cross row lines without that password wall. So please return your unit. Soldiers of the Army, we've spent quite a few months with deprivations, lack of food, lack of shelter, lack of support. But everything I have asked you to do, you have done. I am so proud to be the general of this army, and proud to have you with me. It has certainly been trying times. Retreat to Long Island, the Brooklyn Heights, Kips Bay, Fort Lee, Fort Washington, White Plains, and then our retreat to the Jerseys has been difficult. We certainly have been outnumbered, but we still have an army. We've lost battles, but we have not yet lost this war. And with your support and your drive, your professionalism, we will do this. In Boston and Cambridge, in Manhattan, most of you were still green soldiers. You are now battle hardened and can take on anyone. We will be crossing back to the Jerseys and taking on professional soldiers, German mercenaries, who have come with the behest of the king to fight for him. So we will show them that we're the better army. We are now the professionals, and we will be going back to New Jersey and hit Trenton, take this town quickly. I warn you though, stay by your officers. God's sake, stay by your officers. It's important we arrive together. And I'll be with you there. Go ahead. On the George.
Go ahead. Bring them to attention and so we're on.
Down in. Up and up. Rest your mouth. Slow your balance. Rest your balance. Put your balance. In honor of those soldiers we have lost, we mourn arms.
We have a long-standing tradition here at Washington's Crossing Bar when we suffer the loss of one of our dedicated volunteers or reenactors, we toss a wreath in the river from one of the dormant boats. Today we will be tossing that wreath from the riverbank in honor of 7 people we have suffered the loss of this past year. I'm going to read their names. Mark Sheeran, Greg Howard, Viola Brevet, Deborah Peterson, John Barry Kelly, Daniel Larry Rubini, and Harry Greenberg. You can see the soldiers are in a manual of arms position called Born Arms, designed to show respect for those who have passed. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Major Joyce kicking. Smith back here. I yelled at his face.
They're crossing. They're crossing.
Miss anything. They're gonna let him walk for a while. Okay, thanks. Thanks, Pat.